as you see, topic is getting kind of heated and kind of hot. So we're going to let Demetrius start back where she left off.
You was on the side chick.
You was on the
side chick. Men historically, Monroe. When you look at it, even from historically and biblical times, men are very territorial when it comes to women. Women have always been considered as not as human beings, but as property. And even in today's time, you may not be, you probably can't look at women as property, but men still have that same mentality. And men will have a main woman, their woman that they're with, they have their family, and they have a side chick, or as the Bible call them, concubines, and don't see any problem with having that side chick. And even when you think about Bible times, that concubine had to be committed to that one man. She had to wait till he came and spend time with her. She couldn't ask him to come. She had to be there exclusively just for him when he came in. And in these days and times, men have that same mentality. I have my woman, my wife, my family, but I have this side chick, and she is to be with only me, exclusively to me.
Okay, I agree and I disagree. I agree with us men are really territorial. We don't want no other man on our woman, plain and simple. But our side chick, things have changed from the earlier days.
Not really.
Of course, we still want. If I had a side chick, I would still want that woman to be available whenever I call her.
Well, how about that?
Whenever I call, wait a minute.
Right.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify what I'm saying. But if I had a side chick, I would want her to be available whenever I call. But I'm not going to be mindful. I'm not going to be upset if she has other guys. You're not listening. I can't finish. Okay. I don't care if she's dating other women. As a matter of fact, other men. Other women too, man.
My girl got a girlfriend.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I would probably encourage her to have another man because the knife cuts both ways. If I'm telling her to play her role, don't call my house at a certain time, don't be coming over here, don't do no pop, all of that, then I expect her while I'm unavailable that she got to do her. As a matter of fact, I even encourage because, like I said, I don't want you stalking me, blowing my phone up,
Side chicks
catching
have
feelings.
historically been groomed to know their role and not to cross those lines and barriers.
Not these days.
Okay, so they may book the system
So here's my thing. I am blown away.
I'm not dating no side chick like that. My side chick knows me. I'm saying if I was to date a side chick,
correct.
she would know her place.
Let me say this. I feel everything you're saying because you have really said what men really feel, and that's what they think. If she's my side chick, she needs to be available. That's the truth. That's how men think. That's how they think. That's how they feel. But you contradicted what you're saying. You're saying that she needs to be available when I call, but she needs a man. But she can't always be available if she has a man. No, let me finish. And if she has a man, then you cannot tell me on that day, wifey, maybe gone with the kids to a family reunion out of town, and I'm really feeling you right now, I need to see you. So you are really upset that you can't see the side chick, because now you have to hear, my man's over here. That's the last thing I'm going to hear.
Wait a minute.
That's the last thing I'm going to hear.
I didn't say that was her man. That ain't her man. That's her little place.
Oh, you her man. You like my man. She don't
On behalf of men, let's go to another subject.
You can prove my point. You can prove my point. That men are territorial. You have to be her main man.
I'm the number
but she's the side chick. That means you're territorial. You still look at her as your property. That's my property.
A man he may not admit it, but we have a big ego.
Thank you. Just say
And
it.
the same mentality.
He don't want to admit it.
I didn't say that.
Even though we may tell you, look, you can see it, we're not exclusive. You can see somebody else if you want to.
Well, you can't. You can tell her she can't. She's a side chick.
I
You
know.
don't need to
You tell her that, but then you say, but babe, I really care about you.
Listen what I'm
I'm in a
saying.
messed up situation right
Listen,
now.
let me finish.
Let that pressure
You
go.
need counseling. Listen what I'm saying. A brother may say that. A brother may say that, but deep down inside, he don't want you to do that.
Right.
Yeah. But
it may be, but in a
I
perfect world, we may not want you to do that. But in reality, like I said, I need some of these. I don't need all them problems. So I need you to get you a little thing going on.
But he's your side man. He's her side man.
He's her side man.
Wow.
But can
Yes.
hold on.
You know what? I am loving this because it's my honesty. And I'm loving the fact this is what really is going on.
So do you do
The fact is, he's saying, I do have this side chick and I don't need your problems. So I just need you to be available. And this
but
is
he
reality.
does. But when
He's
she's
not
available,
available. He's got emotions.
He's got emotions.
I may
So
be
you
upset
admit that
maybe
men
one
are
or two
very
times.
terrible.
She's gonna get-
She's a side chick, but she's exclusively for you.
Yeah. And
So you gotta prove what I said was right.
but if she don't be available after 1 or 2 times, then I'm gonna have to.
Hold on. Another point of view.
Let's hear from Jermaine.
And everything we talked about, one thing I see that we have lack of, and that's communication.
Okay, let's
You
communicate.
go- Messing, I'm gonna be the first person to say I'm a man that has messed up in past relationships
I can
because
tell.
We all have
lack of communication.
We have all.
Lack of communication, and I truly, move forward. And now that you're mature and grown, I really feel like if you have the proper communication with your main chick, there should not be a side piece. Because that means that side piece is fulfilling something that the main chick is not.
It's not always. No, sometimes. Sometimes the man has issues. Sometimes the woman could be doing everything. Sometimes the man has issues within himself. The woman could be the total
She
package.
thinks she's doing everything, but obviously
It's-
she's
it's-
not.
No, sometimes it is, but it's not all. Sometimes they are very selfish and one is not
Now,
enough.
you didn't hear what she said.
Demetrius, she said it, but
She may think she's doing everything right, but she really isn't.
She is-
because
Okay,
there's
here's at
something
the
missing.
It is, and at the end of the day,
like that.
but when you really
You gave him
talk,
excuse.
but at the end of the day, when you really talk to men, I hear men now saying, really, it ain't even the person I'm with. I just,
No, I know.
It's something about them.
But hold up. One thing that I'm saying that we're doing is you have 3 men that you pulled here on stage, and we're telling you
What's going on?
in a man, but you still want to tell us.
We won't listen.
How and that's what happens with most women. They want to tell us.
I was about to
And we're trying to tell you this is. And Melissa, I'm sorry, but Melissa, she said it best. You may think.
That's right.
But you may not be the freakiest
tell you-
thing in the
I'm-
bedroom.
you know
You may
why
not be cooking
communication-
greens right. You may not be
Man,
doing
can I-
something right.
Let me say this. You know why communications break down? Because we don't listen to one another. Let me say
And
this.
I totally agree with you.
You're right.
In a relationship, now a lot of people say, well, you mixing apples and oranges. We're not in the court setting. But when you in court and somebody's on stage or in the witness seat, if you got an objection, you can't. You can't just butt in and start talking. You got to listen and let that person finish. Let me finish
And
saying
women
what I'm
say
saying.
overruled and keep going.
Yeah, let me finish saying what I'm saying. I mean, communication in a
Exactly.
relationship.
And what-
So let that person finish saying what they're saying. And if you can't listen that long, get your notepad and take notes. And after I say what I gotta say, now I gotta be quiet. I gotta
Right.
listen to see what she has to say and let her finish.
And see what just
That is to break
piggyback
down
off-
a relationship.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it definitely
I gotta tell you
communication.
something.
But to piggyback off what they're saying, in a relationship with women nowadays that I've been seeing, that women wants to control it, manipulate it, tell it how it's supposed to be. When we gonna do this? When we
But then it's-
9 times out of
I can agree with
10,
that.
when you get 9 times out of 10, when you get in a longer term relationship with a woman, you can't even tell her your freakiest things you want to do because she's looking
Now,
at
I
you
believe
like
that.
this and that,
Yeah.
and she's shunning
That-
you.
yeah,
You can't even really open up to that woman no more, or
And that's where the side piece comes in.
I agree with
stuff,
it,
and
but
then-
I'm thinking, she like, where is this coming from?
because we're
All of a
men.
sudden, that's how a
Okay.
woman would think. But if you tell her this is what I like in the beginning of
Okay, on the first date, this is what I like.
No, when you get into the intimacy part of the relationship, you need to be totally honest.
You want to know
And to say,
another
oh,
reason?
baby, it's okay. I don't have to have it when you know you really
Now,
got
and
it.
then another reason why a lot of this miscommunication come in at is when young women start using sex as a weapon.
I don't do that.
But
That is the biggest problem.
And a lot of women hold sex like it's kind of like we ain't getting us.
Well, I'm not
I've just never really been that person.
It's not right.
That's when you
I've never
need to argue
Just
naked.
because you want it.
Just argue naked. I promise you.
Issue resolved first.
Your issue,
When you first start,
Because we're emotional creatures.
But she might-
Men,
you might
they're
be
ready
married
at all
for a
times.
week.
Women, you have to stimulate
Or
our
2
minds
weeks.
first.
Or a month.
Hey, but can I take the two?
I gotta still wait.
Okay, listen. If a woman is holding
Okay,
out,
Stimulate
if a
our
woman is
minds.
holding
Well,
out,
that's when you need to tell me. Look,
I'm finna
you're
go
not
be over
gonna
here
get
with
it.
side checks and
You're
get
not
on
gonna
point.
Nah, you should hold on.
If you
We need to
holding
get
out,
this issue resolved.
No. You need to separate that. You need to separate that.
But you know what?
What she said?
We agree on that.
if you hold out on sex for a whole month,
No.
is it really about the
You
sex
did.
or is it about something else?
It's selfish. You said selfish. That's selfish.
But wait a minute. Do you not feel that's a problem? If you hold that on
That's
sex,
the whole problem.
no. Listen.
That
This
has
what
nothing
you
to do with
hold.
sex.
You do not see that you're creating a bigger problem with holding out sex.
Yes.
I don't think that whatever the problem is, why I'm not
No, you're
giving
not
you
answering the
sex.
question. Because I'm telling you, I may not understand what you are mad about, but while you
He
over
can't
there
think
being
straight.
mad, I promise you, Sally's coming through.
Give me one of them.
This is my
You know what? I almost agree.
You don't hold sex. You don't hold
Because,
sex as a
you know, a
weapon.
lot of people think sex. A lot of people think sex means whatever the problem is, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it
And
kind of
it goes back to communication
But I don't
again.
know.
We need to communicate.
I don't think it's like
But you know,
No. Don't just give it to him. I mean, if you turn him down 3 times, say, look, man, this is why I'm turning you down. I have a problem.
It don't become.
Because
we don't see it.
In defense of him,
Now rejection.
Confucius said,
I feel
That's
in defense of him, if you don't relate that to him, just like Confucius said, woman who put man in doghouse soon find him in cat house.
Well,
I'm not saying it's right, but if you're gonna deny him, or if he's gonna deny you, you know,
I just understand why
no.
y'all think that we should just always have sex with y'all
I
regardless.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I
You don't hold, you
can
don't hold.
understand you being mad for a day or two. But when you going a month, 2
I
or 3
want us
months,
to
and you
resolve
still
whatever that
saying,
Yeah, but you
we
have
should
to-
have it resolved
But
before
you have,
you should have to go.
that's what I'm saying. After the 3rd time, maybe in the week, I don't know,
you know your man's sexual quality. You know that man wants some ass, and if you ain't gonna give it to him, he gonna give it. Take it from him.
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go back to the job. I'm gonna go back to the job. Just because you got some stuff at the job not resolved, you're not gonna stop working. You still gonna go to
You still
work.
wanna get back?
You still you still gonna go to work because you.
Melissa has tried to say,
You better not
that's
hold
the
on to
problem
this.
with you, you're not getting any
And
sex.
you're gonna have to resolve
But
it.
you know, hold on. I heard a
Then you
pastor.
go back to-
But I heard a pastor say it so great one time, and he said, and some of y'all may have heard this. He said the difference between man and woman, we deal with a period and process. Y'all process things after we talk about it. We put a period on it, and it's on Monday, and it comes back on Thursday. It comes back. So you bring it up on Wednesday and Thursday. We ready to get it on because here's the thing is because while you're still trying to process it, we just went through hell at work and in this world on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we want to come to you and we need that
But he
emotional
said-
connection.
And a
But you-
release of pressure.
and release of pressure. You want to hold that off? So that's why you put me in the doghouse, I go to the cat house because
I should
I'm
make Pike's book.
and here's another thing, and what I've come to realize, most arguments don't get resolved because most of the time we both are defensive. We don't want to hear one another. You want to get your point out, I want to get my point out. So the thing is, sometimes it just, you know, I heard Obama say this. They asked Obama about Michelle Obama, and he said, I come to realize that sometimes I just have to agree to disagree. It's just that because I will not understand where you're coming
But
from.
we came to an agreement.
I'm different on
Now let's get it on.
Yeah, we can get it on.
I tell you what
If
you
I ask the
said.
point, yeah, you're right.
Hold on.
different. Let me say this, because I'm different on that. I mean, that just may be me.
So you hold off for a month?
No. I don't believe in agreeing to disagree. Because you still going to stay at a disagreement state. I'm not going to understand. She not going to understand. I'm thinking if we talk long enough, we can work it out.
But what is long enough?
Right.
As long as it's
Because you saying if we talk long enough, but in the meantime, she's still holding the cookie.
Melissa, I'm gonna put it like this. Melissa, I'm gonna put it
And you
like
can't
this.
we gotta talk.
you're frustrated.
Well, we have to increase the communication.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this.
Well,
Demetrius,
what's the reality?
the reality is that
You need to
Demetrius
get
said,
the cookies up.
Demetrius said a
I don't
fine
know about
point. Melissa, if you give him some cookies, he'll do whatever you want.
Right. Me,
I'm
we
like,
can
that's what I said.
you can ask for a Bentley.
That's
Well, you know what?
to me, there's a difference between.
Do what you gotta do.
To me, there's a difference. To me, there's a difference between makeup sex and being mad at you while I'm making love to you. I can't do that. I can't make love to you while I'm mad.
I can.
I can have makeup sex.
Okay, but here's, okay. You can do the makeup
You
sex.
understand what I'm
Still
saying?
mad.
I see what you're saying.
Is it making? If I'm mad at you and I'm making, if
So
I'm mad at you, look, if I'm mad at you, let me ask you a question. Melissa.
Okay.
Girl, you like
Have being intimate with your
Most
man is
of
a
the time when
form.
you're
If I'm mad at you,
But being intimate.
Not every time. There's sometimes you can come, get it going. Ain't no motion. It's all about. Hey, I got a 10-minute break. You better. Hey, that text says have no drawers on when I get to the house. Hey, have no drawers on when I get to the house. I ain't got time to put R. Kelly on. Let's go.
if I'm mad at
She
you,
said she can be emotional in 10 minutes.
if I'm mad at you and we're having sex, am I making love to you?
Everything ain't about making love.
Let me answer that. If we're in love,
Come on
I don't
now.
care if you're mad, you're still making love to me.
Being intimate with your
Because
partner.
you gotta look at, that's the difference. If we are in love,
Yeah.
when we have sex, we're making love.
Right.
Whether we're mad at each other.
But y'all-
But it's not gonna be good.
No, because what you just said, she said it right. I do agree with her. Because now your love is conditional. And that's the difference. A lot of people don't know the difference between unconditional love and conditional love. And that's why we have so many
And if it's
divorces,
unconditional,
because we have
it's
conditional
gonna be
love.
making
Right.
Because
It depends on her condition and what she is.
exactly.
If she
And that's where it comes back to the
mad,
muscle.
So y'all just going through the motion.
No.
That's
Hold on. Ain't nothing wrong.
Hey,
But just get
wait a minute,
there.
how about this? Melissa,
You ain't making love every time.
You
So you make love every time?
Every time.
Oh,
Melissa,
Like I said, if I'm mad at you, I mean, you can
So every time you have sex, you make love.
All right, let me. If I'm mad at you and you come to me, I don't want to look at no man. I'm saying that.
I'll get you on that.
If I'm mad at you and you come to me and you want to make love to me, but I'm mad. I don't want to make love. I want to resolve this issue that we have.
okay, so how long y'all gonna go like
If you
this?
keep coming to listen,
So are you truly in love? Is that unconditional love?
if you keep coming to me and keep coming on to me, yeah, I'm gonna give it up. But I'm not gonna be that.
So y'all not saying the same
She
thing?
can give it up to you every time. You're still not gonna go out and sleep with someone else.
Now, okay,
Just because your wife is,
prime
not your
example.
wife,
You
but
have
a
any
woman
kids?
is.
Because I don't want to turn her down
Okay.
because she might go get
Y'all not saying this, but y'all not saying the same thing.
Y'all
She
not-
said she's old now. You said you're gonna give it up, so y'all definitely not talking about the same
We
thing.
said I'm gonna give it up, but we're gonna resolve
No,
it.
you said it has
to be resolved.
you said it has to. I got no
Right.
You said it doesn't have to get
I
to
got
her.
no
It
back.
doesn't have, right, I'm not saying it has to
But-
get to a month. We just use a month as an example.
But
But,
if-
I want the issue resolved before. If it takes 1 hour for us to resolve the issue, or
Or it
2
takes 1
days,
month.
or if it takes 1 month.
No, that's
But see,
wrong.
hold on.
Why do you have
Hey,
sex?
but
Like,
hold
why
on.
is sex such
Hold on,
a
Okay,
Hold on, hold on.
sex is a
You
big.
do not deny your partner.
Sex is a big issue
That's the most
because.
intimate thing you can
That's
do.
why they think that they can have property, because you come at
No.
woman, I want it, give it to
Hold on,
me.
hold on,
No, you're not
hold on, tell me, Melissa, you said.
You don't
You're
deny.
not gonna do that to me.
Hold on,
You
Melissa, but
just said you're not their property. So if he said give it to me, I don't care if you're mad or what, let's get it. You my woman, you supposed to give it to me. And you just go, okay.
But listen.
But you know what?
No, but listen, but having sex with your partner is a form of intimacy. It's
Right.
and
Passion.
but
Love.
Not all.
Not on my friend. Not on my friend.
but we,
Desire.
when you deny that, but when you deny that man, guess what else you doing to him? You show him rejection, denial. I don't want you. Get the hell on.
That's what you're showing.
How about this? Wait a minute. How about this? I'm telling you from a male's point of view.
Come on.
Yeah.
Not from your point of view. When you turn me down, you're showing me rejection. You're showing me denial.
For you to actually expect that from me without even considering how I'm feeling, you just want me to give it to you because you want it.
Okay, look.
Melissa, I was married 13 years and I had that same mentality. And I had that same mentality where if I was angry and I was upset, I didn't want to have sex. Do not touch me. And there would be times where I may have wanted it, but because I let what I was feeling about the argument override, you know.
He might go find him another woman that's gonna sex him all the time, but she's gonna find somebody who's emotionally she's attached to, who's gonna.
But my thing is, but this is what I learned that even
you don't want to die to him when he wants it. That's why I'm gonna go out and get a cat.
But hold on, can I
So when you get with your emotional, okay, so when you get with your emotional dude and you deny him,
no, we emotional, then that's when we gonna start.
You don't deny him.
So what did you learn out of the beef?
What I learned was no matter how mad I am, to sit up there and deny him sex and to deny myself, it causes so many other problems. You walking around the house.
But
the problem gets worse because you may be arguing about something. Okay, we haven't resolved it, so now I'm keeping it secret. So now he's agitated, and we got animosity towards each other. The kids see that we got all these problems. It just escalates.
So you're gonna continue to be upset with your issue and your problem, but as long as he's having his problem, he's getting some.
That don't mean. You still gonna be walking around with that. But see, the thing about it, no, it doesn't mean that just because he's getting sex.
What she said, instead of starting 10 house fires in one house, instead of burning down a house, she said,
choose your battles wisely and keeping sex from a man.
You see this fire right here? This is a small fire that you mad at him about, right? Now, if it's a small fire. Let's use this. Now, if I take this same fire, now I could just blow this fire out right here. Or I could take this fire and burn this whole thing down. It went from a little fire to a big fire.
It's not all about him getting his way. You getting your way. You getting a release as well.
I think about that. I gotta say,
I'm a little rabbit.
Okay, what about this thing? What if when I get mad, since you use sex as a weapon? How about this? Since you use sex as a weapon, what if I get mad at you and it ain't resolved and I stop paying the rent for 2 months? I stop paying the bills for 2 months.
Because he still got to provide.
You still got to be able to pay all the bills.
Oh man, I can't.
Oh, come on.
That's
another show.
Let me ask you this: as a lesson learned, because we trying to learn, we trying to give people lessons. Did you learn that what you did? Did you learn that I shouldn't have done it that way? If I had a problem with it, if I was mad at him, I should have brought my problem to him, and us on that end should be receptive.
Right,
understanding to what your problem is and why you holding out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I learned that no matter how mad I get, not to do that because once the marriage was over, I could see that, some of the things and the decisions I made weren't right,
And
sometimes the small argument, and one time me and him both said that sometimes we argue about something and we have an attitude with each other and go on and we forgot what we even got into it about.
Right.
And sometimes it's like that, but I learned that no matter how mad or upset I am at my mate, you don't keep sex from him.
Do you think you could have said, if you could go back and do it again and say you did it different, do you think I would still be married?
No, he's too fat.
I'm gonna say, listen, what you doing, and this is coming from a man. You are setting yourself up for failure in a relationship, because if I'm in a relationship with you and I know all I have to do is resolve just to get some, we're gonna resolve it. Even in my mind, if it's not resolved, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay.
He'll tell you
Can
what
you
he
see
wants,
this?
what you want to hear.
Yeah.
She said she
No,
can
no,
see
no,
through
no,
that.
no. I'm telling you.
can tell when a man is
No,
bullshit.
yeah. What? Yeah.
Any
okay.
man,
A man,
when you in a relationship.
a man that knows you, a man that really knows you will know how to press them buttons to make you believe that this thing's gonna be resolved. Yeah, they gonna make sure.
I just don't understand what's the issue without us resolving the issue. Why is that such a hard?
Well-
why do I have to just have sex with you for
Well-
everything to be okay?
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying
What?
for you to connect that issue with sex, and it has nothing to do with one another.
Like I said, to me, sex is more than just going through the motion. I mean, a lot of people, yeah, you're gonna go in and get a quickie on your lunch break or something like that, fine. But we're still talking.
So we done had to quick. I didn't know. We done had to quick. Okay, now my mind is clear. You think I'm
I can relate to what she said.
I can see what y'all both are saying, but listen, the bottom line is just like Jermaine and we said, as a man, the world that I have to go fight in every single day, the pressures I'm under every single day to provide for my family, to do for my kids, to do whatever, and then when I have to come home to my woman and my family, and I want that release and that resolve, and you don't want me to touch you, you don't want to hold
But
me,
you don't
But you know what? Check this out. To
That's
me, resolving that issue is more important than having sex.
I may want to
You know what I'm
resolve.
saying?
How about I may want to resolve that issue, but whatever she got the issue with, I don't agree with. It may be
That's a great point. That's why I said somebody
let's say it may be the discipline of your child. You may say I'm being too hard on your child, and I don't see it that way. You may say I'm being too hard on your 15-year-old child. That I got to tell him 1,000 times to take out the trash, and you defend him all the time.
That's when we both need to sit down with that child, and we both can see children are smart. Children are smart
But you
nowadays.
said sit down and let's talk about with the child.
With the child.
But it didn't resolve
Exactly.
holding the sex. It's two different things.
That's why you cannot.
You're still
put them
talking
two
about two
together.
different things.
But
Sex
I'm not
is
putting
sex.
two-
I
they put them
agree with
together.
you. You all are
Because
exactly.
she's mad
You're
and she's
putting it
holding that
together. You
together.
should.
You should not put them together.
But me, you arguing about the child has nothing to do with sex.
Exactly, but they.
Okay, that's what I'm
but
saying.
she be
No,
mad
she's gonna
about
tell
that.
me
and
why
she
she's
gonna-
holding out on the sex. She go. I mean, y'all
Yeah,
sure.
Melissa.
No, but did you hear his point? But did you hear?
Talk about it with her opinion. Talk about it in
Okay, we're
no,
gonna let Jermaine get his point in.
Did you hear his point? Monroe had a great point.
And he had a great answer.
No, but-
we get the child together with whatever the problem is. It don't have to be about the
Hold up.
child. It could be about anything.
But you want me to tell you why that won't work? Because y'all two haven't resolved it yet. How are we gonna get with the child? He just said, I had to tell this 15-year-old boy every time to go take out the trash, you think I'm being too hard. I'm not gonna sit down with him.
You know how I'm gonna get you to take out the trash? When you come in the house, before you do anything, I'm gonna grab your hand and say, "Come here, brother."
We talking about, let me stop you. Hold on.
You're talking to the child, but the mother don't
Exactly.
The mother ain't want to get you, so that's
You missed the whole point.
Okay.
She's saying that he's too hard on her. So it's not about the child.
It's
That's
no
what
more
I'm
about the
saying.
child.
It's not about the
It's about
you
the
cannot-
mother not defending. So regardless if you tell the child to take the trash
She's
out,
holding
go
it.
on
No,
ahead.
I thought it was about her
I
holding.
It was.
No,
Okay.
I used it as an
Okay.
issue, and that's where, like, say, that could be an issue she holding the bathroom.
Okay,
sink.
this has
And if you
been
don't get
a
that
great
one,
Say it again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But y'all gotta lift some ass up. She got a sister girl.
Okay, this has been a great show.
God damn.
Everybody, I really thank you guys for tuning in. It is definitely going to be a part 2. I think before we move on to another topic that we totally finish this. So check us back here in 2 weeks.